Silence your cell phones now.
The beast is coming any minute now for you guys.
But what I am questioning is your belief that you are something more than human.
And yet, it is true.
What's going on, YouTube? It's NC, the place to be chill, trying to Mercedes, better give you guys another movie experience. And today, I'm going to review for you guys one of the most anticipated movies of 2019 for me. I didn't get a chance to put the list up, but we're looking at M. Night Shyamalan's trilogy, Glass. So, of course, Glass is a sequel to both Unbreakable and Split. So, everybody's been waiting for this for about 19 years, especially for Unbreakable, and then about 3 years for Split. So, the Shyamalan, did he give us one of his masterpieces, or did the rug just slip from under him? So, you know what? This movie, like I said, we get to see where David Dunn is at, and then, of course, Kevin Wendell Crumb, as they come and then everybody meets up, and then we get to see Mr. Glass, and everybody's coming back for this third installment. So, I'm going to give you the good, I'm going to give you the bad, and I'm going to give you the experience. Start off with the good. I have to mention James McAvoy's performance as Kevin Wendell Crumb, along and his other 23 personalities in this movie. Once again, he knows how to nail it. I don't understand why this man does not get kind of Oscar buzz, maybe because of a Shyamalan movie, but I'm serious. This man is good at what he does, and I almost think that he is better in this than he is in Split. And in this one, we get a lot of returning personalities from Split, such as Dennis and Patricia and Hedwig. We get all those back, but we also get a lot of new ones, because with this thing that's going on in this movie is that every time this light gets switched on, he has to switch personalities, and he has switched, and he only doubles over the main ones, but barely, because he introduces about a good 7 new personalities, maybe even 8 in this movie. He does them all well. James McAvoy's performance just blew me away. Samuel Jackson is good in the movie when he times to talk. I enjoy Samuel Jackson, and it was just good to see him and Bruce Willis back after 19 years. I would say, because Bruce Willis has a thing about sleepwalking through his movies for the past couple years and stuff like that, but I think that Bruce Willis did what he's supposed to do for the character of David Dunn, because David Dunn is not a very expressive character for all those who've seen Unbreakable. So I think Bruce Willis did a fine job in this movie. So all 3 of the actors get props from me. I think the beginning is great. I think the beginning, the first act of the movie, is phenomenal, and it's everything I wanted this movie to be. And I will say that by the time we get into Act 2, it slows down like a Shyamalan movie does, but I enjoy the dialogue in it. So I enjoyed those parts of the movie. It was great to see their interaction with David Dunn and the Horde. It was great to see the interaction with the Horde and Mr. Glass. It was great to see the side characters, they had the same guy who played Bruce Willis' son, David Dunn's son, in Unbreakable, come back in this movie. And of course, we get the girl that survived the Split. She's back in here. And Mr. Glass's mama is in this movie as well. So we get to see all these characters mix it up. And there's more action in this movie than I thought it was going to be. There's actually some good enough fight scenes in here that I didn't think they were going to put in the movie, because Unbreakable is more of a psychological thriller and Split is more of a horror thriller. So I didn't even going to put some action in here, but they went balls to the wall and actually gave us some more action. So I appreciate Shyamalan for that. Now, that's where I'm going to stop at the good, because I got to talk about some of this bad. So let's get to the bad. Okay, so when I'm watching this movie, I forgot to say, Sarah Paulson in this movie, I think she does pretty good as well, but I think the movie comes off like they're trying to deliver to a comic book audience who don't know how to deliver to a comic book audience. That's kind of how I felt. Like I've said, it felt like M. Night made Unbreakable, took a nap for 16 years, woke up, made Split, and just ignored everything else, and made Glass. Because the way the dialogue is being presented in this movie makes it come off like we're dumb, or makes it come. The best way I can describe it is like your parents, like your grandparents trying out Facebook and listen to the latest music just so they can be hip with you guys. So they act like they understand our culture and what we're going through now, but they really don't. That's how it presented. Like, they know what us comic book fans want, what a geek nerd culture is, and how it's supposed to be broken down, but that's not the way it's supposed to be done, which took a lot out from the movie. And that third act, I'm like, what the... It just started unraveling. The third act just started unraveling. The first two acts, the first act was great. The second act was solid, just dragged a little bit, but it was solid. But that third act, it just, like... It lost itself. And there was times I was sitting there thinking, like, this movie could have ended on 4 different occasions, and it's still going. And I'm going to say this right now. This is not a spoiler. I think the ending is going to piss people off. It's going to piss... I heard it, and I watched it for myself, and I'm like, it's going to piss people off, especially if you're a fan of the Unbreakable and Split series. It's going to piss you off. So, it could either make or break the movie for you. Me personally, the ending is not what kind of brought this movie down for me. It's the dialogue and then basically not knowing how to cater to the audience, what you think you know. But enough of that with the band. Let's go into the experience. Okay, so I can tell that a lot of people don't trust M. Night Shyamalan. I'll be honest with you on that one, because when we went to the movies, I went there on a screening on Thursday. Not that many people was in. I could probably count on my hands how many people was there. I think maybe a total of 10, maybe 11 people was there at the screening I went to. Now, maybe it's going to be busier this weekend. It's Martin Luther King weekend. We had a 4-day weekend, so it's probably going to be a little bit more in there. And me and Swag went, and we watched the movie, and there's no post-credit scene, and you're going to leave confused. Like, that's the best I can say. You're going to leave confused. You're going to have all these emotions. But I wanted to go see it. It was disappointing to me. It was, for the hype I had for it, for how much I've been waiting for it, it was a letdown. It was a disappointment. So I have to give Glass, I don't know. Like, I really don't know what to grade this movie, because I'm borderline hashtag give it a chance or Catch at a Barbershop, which Catch at a Barbershop is a D for me. But hashtag give it a chance is like a C. So you know what? To be fair, y'all care to get my review, I'm going to sit here and say Glass is a hashtag give it a chance. Because the more you tell somebody how bad a movie is, the more they're going to want to go see it. However, it's not a bad movie. Like, will this be on my worst movies of 2018? I mean, if we had to just go by the movies I saw within the past 3 weeks, yeah, probably. But I seriously doubt. No, I can't say, because I didn't hate the movie. I just hated some of the direction it went in, and the ending is going to throw you off a lot. So, but it's not a great movie. It's not like a masterpiece like I expected it to be. So, I would say hashtag give it a chance. I will recommend that you go out there and you'll have your own experience. But this movie is hard to not talk about without spoilers. So check out the Nerdgasm Talk podcast, which will be uploaded tomorrow morning, where you guys can get our spoiler review of how we felt about the movie, because I can't just talk about it with not spoilers. But you know what? That's my review, right, guys? Post down in the comments down below if you guys have seen Glass, if you're excited to see Glass. Hit that subscribe button for that Nerdgasm Talk podcast, or check out the podcast apps where we're going to have all that stuff up on. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my reaction. So once again, this is the place to be. Chill, Mr. Andy, and I'll see you at the movies.